based on race. So those are the two primary issues that we're looking at, but we're looking more broadly. And if we identify other issues, other violations of the Constitution or federal law, that will factor into our investigation. So, like I said, this is a civil investigation, not a criminal investigation. The Department of Justice has a criminal section, the Civil Rights Division has a criminal section that looks at bringing criminal charges against individuals, but that's separate from what we're doing. What we're doing is looking more broadly at the practices of the Louisiana State Police. And if we identify a pattern or practice of violations of the Constitution or federal law, then what we do is we try to diagnose what's causing that problem. And it could be a whole host of things, right? It could be poor training. It could be bad hiring practices. It could be poor supervision. It could be bad policies. There could be a whole number of factors that contribute to a pattern or practice of violations. And if we find that pattern or practice, then what we will do is we will write a findings report that will detail everything that we found in our investigation. And that will be a public report that we issue. And the remedies that we seek, if we find that pattern or practice, are prospective. So they're forward-looking. Like I said, this is kind of more of a systematic look at the agency and not looking at any one particular incident, although we will look at a lot of different incidents in the course of our review. But we're not focused on any one incident. What we're trying to identify is if there is a broader systematic issue with the Louisiana State Police. And a lot of times we get asked, well, what is a pattern or practice? And there's no easy answer to that, right? It's more than one incident, but how much more kind of depends on the circumstances and what we find in the course of our investigation. So if we do our investigation and we don't find a pattern or practice, we will write a letter to the agency and say that we didn't find a pattern and close the investigation. If we do find a pattern or practice, we'll issue the public report that